Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kill. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top three. Now the starting group for the visitors. Big Smooth out there with Houdini, and it's Clutch. Then there's A-Train, and it's Larkin in at the one spot. Cook out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Randall. Then it's Johnson, and it's Dotson in at the two. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
Pass to Patterson. Rebound by Singleton. Micic, the pass to Larkin, to the middle. Here's Moyerman. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Cook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And he drives in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And that one falls for Larkin. Larkin hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there. Pass to Dotson. They get it back. Here's Patterson. No good, unable to end this run. Larkin, the pass to Singleton.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And there's the pass to Dotson. Johnson outside. Five to shoot. Back to Dotson from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Driving to the basket. Nice shot by Larkin.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
When you look at this visiting team, they've shown their capabilities, but it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment. Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for them.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Leonard, the pass to Larkin. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Johnson. Takes a three. Larkin can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Dotson. Misses in close.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's in there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson finds Randall. Here's Dotson. Back to Randall. No good with the layup. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Here's Larkin. Randall with some nice D. Gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Cook. Misses from short range. Gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Good, nice play there from Micic.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Timeout.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And so Michael Malone calls a timeout.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Looking now at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
55 seconds left in the first quarter.
I'm open right here.
Here's Nicholson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Nicholson passes to Nicholson. Over Bobois. Rebound by Larkin. Stolen. Nicholson's shot is off. Gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Driving inside. Larkin can't get it to go. Here's Nicholson. He's covered by Bobois. That's tipped. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Up by 15. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking... Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Larkin. Buries it from three-point range. Larkin's got 12 points in the game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Cook out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Tyler Johnson. And there's the monster. And it's Dotson in at the 2 spot. Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. They've got A-Train. Anderson is out there with Clutch. And it's Garbage Man. And it's Larkin in at the point. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. That shot is off.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
We've got Cook. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. The monster out there with Johnson. And it's Dotson in at the 2-guard spot. We've got Garbage Man. Clutch out there with Anderson. Then there's Speedy. And it's Micic in at the shooting guard.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Larkin, the pass to Garbage Man. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And he knocks down the first one. Nicholson's checked in for Nicholson. And he makes both free throws. Now Johnson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Dotson the pass to Patterson. Count it. Good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Johnson, the pass to Dotson. Here is Cook. In the corner, Nicholson with it. Shot clock at 5. From 12 feet out. No good there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
And it's Speedy with the foul. That's his first foul. Singleton, he's checked in for Myers-Leonard. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Dotson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Can't cash in from the high post.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Micic, the pass to Larkin. Hits the 3-point bomb. Larkin's got 18 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Dotson. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Passes it to Larkin. There's the triple. Pass to Micic. Here's Larkin. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Michael Malone. Coach, you took a run in the second quarter. How do you think your team has played so far?
I didn't think we played much defense to start. Did not like how we closed that quarter. So we have to find a way against a great offensive team to string together multiple stops.
Hard to do, but that's what you have to do. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what was your impression?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that'll do it for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
We've got Cook. Patrick Patterson is out there with Randall. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Dotson in at the 2. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. Johnson left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Randall outside. Pass to Dotson. Rebound by Singleton. Singleton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Moyerman. The rebound by Cook. And 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Johnson outside. Now the pass to Dotson. Got a piece of it. And they're running. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Nicholson with the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Johnson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Moment here now for an injury report.
The news is not good. He hyperextended his elbow. They are icing it to reduce the swelling, but he's in a lot of pain. And so that's it for him today. And from how it appears, he could be out for a considerable amount of time. What a tough break. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Singleton, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And he recovers it. It's stolen by Bobois. Larkin looking it over for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Larkin's got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Passes it to Nicholson. That one goes in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Johnson. Fires the 3. Randall grabs the board. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Nicholson to the paint. And there's Randall on the assist by Nicholson. Randall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Singleton kicks to Larkin. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Nicholson passes to Johnson. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Pass to Houdini. Out to the right wing. It's Anderson with the drive. Nicholson grabs the board. Gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Randall passes to Johnson. Kicks it to Nicholson. Johnson against Beaubois. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Singleton. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 34 points for Speedy.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Nicholson. He's covered by Beaubois. Nicholson passes to Johnson. It's good from about 19 feet. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. They've got Dimes. Myers Leonard is out there with G. Then there's Speedy, and it's Simon in at the 3, the small forward. Larkin dishes to Leonard. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Nicholson. Off target from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Simon, the pass to Larkin. He kicks it to Leonard. From deep. The rebound by Johnson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Nicholson. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The pass to Dimes. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Johnson. From outside, off the mark. Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. G kicks to Larkin. Passes to Simon. Pass to Dimes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Larkin can't get it to go.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Fires for 3. And it ends up out of bounds. So both teams changing it up here. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.